Let's turn this into this. The old structure was already infused to the wall, and removing it would mean a total waste of the material that was already there. So we decided to draw around it and create something around it. We came up with a few sketches to help us calculate the amount of material we need, and then we got to work. We went to Everwood, a hardware located in Goingwa, just a few minutes off of the Nairobi-Thika highway. They are very efficient, very organized, very pocket-friendly, and that's most important. The most inviting thing about this place is actually venye hawa si hukuwa wamejituma. Next tunaingia pale nyuma where machines are used to cut the boards that we use, and let me take you through that process. So first, the pieces of board that you need are input into a computer that gives you the minimal amount of boards that you will need to use for that project, and it gives you an outline of how the boards will look after they are cut. The next step is to print the hard copy of the layout of the boards and how they will look after they've already cut them. They also provide stickers to identify the already cut pieces so that you do not maybe cut two instead of one, and mistakes that could happen along the way. If you're ever wondering whether you're living in the best period ever, riddle me this. Give me a time where you put information into a computer, that computer transfers that information into a machine, you guide the wood through the machine, and it cuts into precise pieces which you can go home and play Lego with to produce the best products. As I said, all you have to do after that is just go home and play Lego. The difference is you'll have to use screws to make the wood or boards comply. Another thing you have to note out is clients don't know the difference between wood and board. Bao si mbao. There's actually boards made out of wood. There is MDF, there's chipboard, there's hardboard, there's veneer boards, block board, there's plywood. Hizo zote, and they are never the same. They have different purposes. All in all, mi na fundi wangu pale, Kaizen, we get busy. If there's something I have learned from my guy, is that I have a lot to catch up on and learn in terms of woodwork, light design and practical design, because most of the time sisi wenye tumeenda kusomea hii kitu kwa class, tukiingia grao tuna fumble mbaya. But I am very glad I have this guy. Tunashikanisha theory na practical kukuletea kitu safi. Hapa we are creating space for something called malfa. Malfa ni opening and closing mechanism for most of the cabinet doors that we use. Some are hydraulic, some are not. At least tuseme nimekufunza something leo. Anyway, this is how it looks. Malfa. Why do we keep going? Discuss.
Why do we keep going? Because of a better tomorrow. Because we keep going. The personal discussion, the personal assumption. Okay.
Why do we keep going?
For me, I think it's because of the fear of the past, something that we have experienced, and the hope of a better tomorrow. You get it?
That makes sense.
The fear of what you have already faced, and the hope of what you haven't faced yet.
Interesting.
Like, you keep going because ni kama ushapita huko umeona simba hauwezi rudi. Huko mbele as much as unaambiwa kuna simba haujaiona bado.
Fair enough. I say we keep going because of who we carry while we are doing whatever we do. It is not because of ourselves. The fear you're talking about, it is because of the battles that we want to win, the victories we are supposed to bring back to whoever we owe.
True, very true.
I'll be honest, by this time I was extremely hungry. But after lunch, we got back to work. And I hope you can actually see the 2 blocks that we built on the original structure. After that, we did some leaping. This is the process of fixing a solid wood strip to the edge of a board, usually plywood, MDFs, or particle boards. It not only improves the appearance, but also protects the edges from damage or moisture and makes the board stronger. Here are the results. If you're very keen, you'll spot the difference. We are almost done, but finally we need to install the doors. This is how the final product came out, and we were very pleased about it. And most importantly, the customer was also very pleased. Thank you for watching the whole video. Follow us across all social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube as Fundi Wangu Official. Remember, always keep it Fundi Wangu.